KXF 450 2017 this one is. We bought this one as a little doer-upper. We just got a few bits to do on it, like swing arm bearings, fork seals, because they are absolutely shot. Oh, yuck. But today we are just going to focus on doing a nice quick efficient oil and filter change on it. But one thing I have noticed, which I want to address ASAP because it's really bugging me, is this lever positioning. Okay, this is not good. So when riding motocross, body position and technique is everything. You want to be on the balls of your feet and gripping that bike with your knees. Regarding the way you hold onto the bars, you don't want to be holding on like this with your hands right up against the donuts, because that drops your elbows down. And not only that, you've got to remove your whole hands off the bars to operate the controls, and that's just dangerous. So you want to use the triangular technique, where you just twist your hands, which automatically throws my elbows up in the correct positioning, and then you want to have 1 or 2 fingers max on the controls at all times. But the point I'm getting at is, you can see in this position I can't operate the levers because the perches are too far out. So what we're going to do to fix that is just move these perches all the way in, which will then allow us to operate the controls in the correct positioning. Now I move those perches right over, you can see the difference. I can now hold onto the bike in the correct positioning. My elbows are forced up. I can have that one finger hovering over the controls at all times, and it just feels much more comfortable and safer. And this is just the proper way of riding. So I recommend, if you haven't done it already, to do it. Rip, rip. Anyway, we got a bit sidetracked with that, but I hope that helped a few people that were unsure. Let's crack on with that oil and filter change. First off, we're going to start her up, get her running for a couple of minutes, get that oil nice and thin so we can dump out as much of that old oil as we can. I've not had this one started for a little while, so let's see how easy she goes. When you think it's all drained, you can just give it a few light kickovers to help turn the engine over to kick out any other excess oil that might be trapped in the cam area or in the engine, just to help get all of the oil out. So it's always good practice to change out the crush washer on the drain bolt, because this one was slightly leaking, and that's the reason why this crush washer is absolutely knackered. So we're going to change that one out for a copper one. Never over tighten these, they've only got to be hand tight, so just nice and snug is fine. Give that a clean off. Now we can move on to taking the oil filter out. Make sure you don't lose that spring. Grab our HF 207 oil filter. We are going to completely submerge our oil filter before installation. Again, just snug these up, don't have to be too tight. There we go. Now all that's left to do is to start her up, check for leaks, recheck the level on the sight glass, make sure that's halfway up the sight glass, and then we're good to go. Rip, rip.